Mojang have given us a surprise update, and in it comes a new type of microtransaction add-ons. These are the Bedrock equivalent of mods, and between them, they represent some serious money that you can spend on the game. Is this fully okay? Is a question you'd be fully right to ask, and I will be answering that right after we download some of these mods to find out. One of my favorite marketplace creators is Jigabov, and he has made two of these. One is free and one is paid, and let's check out the free one first. But here's the interesting thing that makes this different to what already exists in the marketplace. You can add as many add-ons as you like to one world in addition to texture packs in a way that you haven't been able to before. So if I wanted to, I could actually use them both at the same time, but we'll start with all the wool to show you the idea behind this. Because these work exactly like add-ons that you can download from outside the store. By the way, you can still do that. They apply to your world, and now you have additional behaviors in your world. In the same way you can apply a texture pack, now you can apply one of these add-ons and you can add additional behavior, like with my soon-to-be-found sheep friends, who I'll of course be getting new colors of wool for. But yeah, as soon as you load up the world of the add-ons, I was curious about how would you know actually what's in something, but they give you this handy book, at least this add-on does, where it explains how this exactly works. It starts at the bottom, which is interesting, but as you can see, all the wool is an add-on that includes all of the wool. You start with red, yellow, or blue dye, and you keep mixing them with different amounts of black dye, and it makes different shades of red, yellow, blue base, which you can then use to make many shades. Also, there's a bunch of craftables. A stool is like a stool made of wool. Okay, so that's fun actually. So for free, you get, I assume this would just be more wool colors, but there's actually a bit more than that. So I'm going to first of all grab myself some wool and then some dye, and then see what happens, I guess. By the way, I'm doing all of this on a copy of the Let's Play world, just to show you how fun that is that works. But yeah, what we do is we take our red dye, and it becomes red IV base ink. I'm sure we can do something similar with blue dye if we get something similar. So that is blue IV base ink. And now I would have to imagine you take some blue, you take some red, and then you get some red IV blue ink. But then we can take that and combine that with more blue. No, we can't. Okay, so this is now a brand new color, which is fun enough. But yeah, I'm gonna make some black dye first. Make some of that into some, ooh, there we go. Make some more interesting colors, which can then be used to make red 2, blue 4 ink, which, you know, it's getting confusing already. Let's turn it into some wool and see what it looks like. So light gray dye plus red ink equals red 4 wool. This is different to red wool that already exists, as you can see right here. Just for a fun comparison, red wool, red 4 wool. Oh yeah, look at that vibrancy. This is the reason concrete's so good, specifically that you can make stuff like this, and then just to show you, you can now kind of tile this together, or we could be much more fun, go back to the crafting table, and make, say, I don't know, 4 blue pieces of wool, so we'll do that very easily, and then use those 5 pieces of wool that we've got to make something new and, oh, entirely. Wow, look at this. I want rainbow wool, or I want sparkly magenta wool. Where are all these choices? Look at the crafting table. It's so filled with them. Oh yeah, look at that. I am ready to go. I have got myself 6 rainbow wool. You know, if you didn't think the vibrancy was enough, I think having... it's like you shared a gem sheet, but in a more extreme way. So now what I can also do is take this wool, I assume you can take any color, and use it to craft with some wood, say a swoofer, or a stool. Okay, well, I guess I've got to make a swoofer, right? But it's going to be made with rainbow wool. Or can we not make it with rainbow wool? Let's try it. So, wood, and then we'll replace all of this white with some rainbow. See if that works. Oh, so it's not flexible recipes. You make the rainbow wool, or you make the swoofer. Silly of me not to realize. But then we'll combine those with some feathers. So, this is my Let's Play world. Thankfully, I know where the feathers are kept. Here we go, and let's now make another one of these recipes, the balloon. This is so silly. This is weird to see this in such a vanilla Minecraft world, right? Again, this is a copy, but it still is. Oh, whoa! What did I just do? Why is that a thing? And more importantly, why is this a thing? It's free, you can't be mad, but you can be confused, and that's exactly where I am right now. Gotta say though, yeah, there is a lot more to this besides, actually, let's make a little rainbow living room out here. Let's imagine what life could be like if it was more whimsical. Let's make a little rainbow floor on which my rainbow sofa can more freely sit. Oh yeah, this is the way life was meant to be lived. And then we'll make a, I don't know, red 4 blue IV wool to put that in the middle down here. assuming we can do that. It's kind of hard to. Oh no, the sofa fell through. Okay, well, you know, I did my best, and this is what we got. So this is what all of the wall looks like, but unlike, oh look, it's a horse. It has the health bar there. But unlike with every other add-on that has existed in the marketplace until now, which has come with one world and one world only, you cannot add it to any others, there is something interesting we can do now, which is show you the next add-on without making this leave the world. So we'll leave this in place and add on the computers, which does cost money. So an important thing to note is if you add this to an existing world, say one that you care about and have been playing for 11 years, it will give you a warning that the world may not look or behave in the same way as non-modified worlds, and you won't be able to earn achievements. You may want to save a copy of your world. I would say definitely do. Press OK to activate the pack, or press cancel to keep it activated. And do keep that in mind, my world now doesn't have achievements. Good thing it's a copy, but let's see what happens as we add the computers to it. Oh look, the same thing happened. There was a little text add-on, and then it's like, here you go. You can go learn about what's happening here, and let's learn about computers. So you need 4 redstone circuits, 4 raw iron, and a redstone block, and you can craft an ancient computer. Oh, that's the whole, oh, okay. It's again, weird book, but yeah, this is a computer add-on that has technological machines. You gotta make some things. The redstone circuit is repeaters surrounding a block of sand. We're gonna need a lot of stuff, but let's see what we can do here. I've got to admit, one of the things I wasn't expecting to do this Tuesday was to throw a computer down into my Let's Play world. This looks so ridiculous. I like the RGB, there's a full commitment there, but let's see what the computer can do. Well, it's got apps, emails, and settings. So I was kind of expecting the computer itself to do something, but I see how this is within the confines of Minecraft, just like how my RGB wall is. Is that okay, by the way? But anyway, let's talk to the computer. Let's see what apps we've got. Games, weather, radar, stats. So stats is interesting. We can see world stats. Whoa! That is a cool thing. People have been saying they want stats forever, so it's fun that you can see that. Oh, yeah, you can see all the things that you've done for even other add-ons. That is actually wild that it can compute into other things like that. We've got the weather. Oh, the moon is a waning crescent, and we think it'll be rain soon. Oh, the weather. It's not just a weather app. It's a weather app that you tell it what you want it to be. So that's incredibly powerful. Again, feels kind of cheeky, but it works, right? There's also a radar here, which you can use to work out the nearest computer, the nearest everything. What does that do? Let's find out. The nearest everything is a player named Toycat. Wow, it knows where I am. I've never felt so seen. A chicken, a chicken, a chicken, a chicken, a chicken, and you know, there's a lot of chickens in my world. I hope that's obvious right now. And we can print this result. Let's go find a computer. Oh no, we gotta find a printer. Oh no, okay, well let's go work out how printers work. Let me read the manual. So a printer is crafted from a redstone circuit, a black dye. You know, the black dye is a funny touch, and 4 iron ingots. I can find most of those ingredients quite easily, so I'm pretty sure I have 4 iron in here. Nice and easy. I can get myself a black dye by taking one of my wither roses and, you know, crushing it down to its lowest form. And then I'm gonna do my favorite way of finding a redstone circuit, which is there's already, you know, if we're already in the add-on world, I mean, what's the additional graft here? So a redstone circuit, interestingly enough, when you add any add-on to Minecraft, it says something and then colon, which is separate to Minecraft. And this is a redstone circuit. With all of those ingredients combined, we can make a printer. Who was asking for printers in Minecraft? Let's be honest with ourselves. No one was asking. I guess I'm glad we have them, because I'll put it over here. And now I can store things in the printer. Should I put some wool in there or some dye in there? We'll see. So now what I can do is I can say to the computer, I would like to, I don't even know. I'm going to tell you to look for the nearest rideable radar. Get 10 results for me. There's chicken, 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 chicken. Not very useful, but it's fine. And then we can print that out. And I want to, wait, we can print it at the chicken? Okay, so no printer detected. It's got to be within 10 blocks. Okay, my bad. Okay, so I probably should get a desk set up if I'm gonna keep going like this forever. But for now, let's go into apps. Let's go back to the radar. Let's go to item radar or I don't know, like a villager radar. That might be fun. Now let's see the nearest villagers. There's one villager around. Let's print this result. And my printer needs paper to print this. Who was looking at the annoyances of printers in the real world and thought they had to be here in the game? This is hilarious and maddening at the same time, but I will play the game, I will put some paper in there, and I'll even make the assumption that it needs ink. I'm gonna make that guess right now. Let's please do this. This is the worst thing that I've ever had to do in a mod, but I'm interested. Writable, there we go. Okay, options, print the result, there we go. Hey! Okay, so now what happens? There's a radar result, and then, oh, it'll tell you where the entity is. Wow, I cannot work out a use for that, but it's interesting, right? You know what, the real use for this is just to play Bug Smash, right? A bug will appear in the left, center, or right of the screen. Smash it as fast as you can. Hit, okay, oh, continue. Hit bug, yeah. Oh yeah, look how fast I'm hitting the bugs. This is bizarre. This is confusing. All I know is I want to send some emails. So this is the most insane, ridiculous thing, but it does work. I've found out you can send emails from PC to PC, which is interesting. But in the notes, they reference that you can send messages to GigNet Help Desk or a random mob if you want to. So I'll attach my diamond shovel to this message, and I'll make the answer for you. Hello, is anyone there? Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out if this random mob will tell me. Oh. Do you have to wait for a response? I wasn't quite expecting this. Also, why is the computer named computer, but the printer's not named printer? So now we come back into email, and we'll read our emails, and we just got one from the GigNet Help Desk. But yeah, the fact that you can send real emails around your world is something I'm not sure I fully understand, to be totally honest with you. I don't know what the need for this is. I think it's insane that anyone would, but it's fun that it exists, maybe. This is the quality that you can expect. Okay, we've had our fun, but now I think it's time to talk about the serious side of add-ons. Paid mods is a phrase that will immediately leave a sour taste in some people's mouth. The idea of modifying a game is meant to do that you do it for the wider enjoyment, and the idea of charging for that is something that many people will immediately take umbrage with, especially when they learn that it is Microsoft, or Microsoft but with dollar signs, who are actually making money from this. The reason this is coming to the game, make no mistake, is partially so that add-on creators can get paid, but it is obviously another way, another stream of revenue for Microsoft as a company. That isn't a controversial thing to say. I think it is fair to say that every company wants to make money, but to do that to Minecraft, a game which famously has such a big modding scene, feels like one of the easiest cash-ins to take something which people have been doing for free and just say, what if we made some money from doing so? And indeed, the modding scene for Minecraft is one of the biggest of any games out there. However, to play the other side of this, that would be the Java edition. There is a big modding scene on Java, but there isn't one on Bedrock yet. Indeed, the ability for add-on creators to get paid might be one of the big spurs for actually putting lots of time, effort, and money into making these packs to begin with. And indeed, although add-ons being sold is a new thing that's just happened today, and that's why Minecraft are making all of these free add-ons and having this big event, although that is true, it's also worth keeping in mind that actually they've effectively been selling add-ons for some time now. Whether this was done sneakily or in plain view is entirely your opinion, but you have been able to buy entire maps where the entire purpose is the add-on it comes with. So just last week they released Weapons++, but forever they've been releasing furniture maps and X-ray add-ons that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people have been buying entirely under the assumption that they could use these on any world, but actually it has been limited. And the only reason it's been limited till now is so they could argue they're not selling add-ons. Having an add-on specific category is a good thing for these people. And although I know as a YouTuber, you get a lot more views when you pander to the overwhelming public opinion, or when you get really angry about something and you use that to get engagement, I'm not going to engagement bait you here, and I'll say instead, actually, this is a big improvement for a particular type of player. Someone who does like buying add-ons, whether that be skin packs, texture packs, or worlds, but someone who has a long-term world they're already committed to, previously would not be able to download any add-ons, except from outside of the store, and they would now be able to actually improve their world, whether that's with computers, furs or wool or any of the other ideas, I do think that over time there'll be some really enticing add-ons that might breathe some fresh life into an old world, and so for someone who would otherwise abandon it, they might be able to download some add-on that really brings it back for them. And indeed, this might seem weird to say, like, why would they need to buy the add-on? They could just go on any of the websites out there and download an add-on for free right now. But here's the scoop. The reason I think this is different, and the reason this is less controversial, and the reason that this is going ahead at all to begin with, is because most Minecraft Bedrock players are not on a PC, and therefore don't have as easy access to these things. Obviously, PC players still download their own texture packs and skins and worlds, and it's very uncommon to use the marketplace, although not impossible, but this is very much aimed at console players who until now have had zero use of mods. This is the ability to have rainbow wool or weird balloons, or the ability to send emails and do anything else on a modded style world on a console without having to have someone on a PC who sends them to you the backdoor via a realm. This is an absolutely gigantic change. This is a paradigm shift in terms of how Minecraft console and Minecraft phone players can interact with add-ons, and if they are the sort of people who have been waiting for that forever, they can now take way more advantage now than they ever could before. I am not going to be one of those people who are just against this because, wow, Microsoft are making money, because I think making money is not a bad thing in and of itself, and I also do think that people, the creatives who are behind these things are already, making the stuff, and it's nice when creatives get paid for their work and can use that to cover expenses and make better stuff. I think in general that's good news for platforms, but what I don't like about this revolution in add-ons is kind of a two-pronged issue, but it's two sides of the same fork, I guess. The first prong is obviously that now there is a profit incentive for Microsoft to make and to get as many add-ons on the store as possible, and to encourage as many people to download and buy these, because obviously that's the whole point of the store. They don't have the store as a way to like, oh yeah, I guess it's there if you want it. They want to push people towards it with events. They have this fun marketplace button that's always getting bigger and more catchy. They want you to use add-ons, and this is bad for the vanilla game. Ideally, vanilla Minecraft should be as good as humanly possible, and all of the add-ons should be a weird extra thing for the people who want it. Now there is going to be more and more incentive, and more people will be just downloading one and playing around with it, and then accidentally locking their world out of, getting achievements and stuff like that. The game will move towards more of an add-on place, potentially, which doesn't sound good, but the other end of this is I think it's a bad incentive for Mojang as a company to basically be moving more and more things to the marketplace altogether. Obviously, they've worked out that one of the best ways to make money on Minecraft is, well, they can make updates and sell copies of the game, or they could have the community make the content for the game and then have other people buy it that way. That is the end goal for the marketplace, to my mind. Indeed, if they want it to be profitable, the more people making things and the more people buying things is the way they want to go. However, I don't think that's a good end case for Minecraft. I think that if you look at the game and the way the marketplace exists right now, it might have a niche, maybe even a slightly too big niche, but if they want to keep growing it, as they clearly do, that is going to eventually come at the expense of the regular game. No one gets into Minecraft specifically to use the marketplace, and so every single time they're growing the marketplace sales, they're doing so at a cost of their vanilla game, and so effectively Minecraft is competing with Minecraft at this point. Does that seem very smart? I don't know necessarily. Clearly the people with the business degrees think that it is. However, I would say that the biggest downside of this is, as someone who does not spend money on microtransactions, as someone who would have been playing Minecraft a lot as a kid, I would have been really bummed to find that all of my friends have downloaded add-ons here and add-ons there. The purity and the beauty of Minecraft Console Edition is that although people might be playing with texture packs, it was always the same Minecraft underneath. Now the reality of joining a world is, no matter where someone's playing, the ultimate answer as to what the world's going to play like is how much money does the person have and is willing to spend, and I've never liked that in video games. As someone who used video games as almost like a respite from not having money growing up, it's a real bummer whenever anything tries to have this, yes, spend as much as you can, we'll give you as many benefits as possible, and I hate to see that Minecraft is trying every monetization angle possible rather than just committing to one, because it feels like eventually it's going to consume the entire game. But that is kind of the slippery slope fallacy. I'll be 100% clear in admitting it is a fallacy, but it does seem to become more and more true. They never remove monetization options, they never remove ways that they want you to take out your wallet, they just, slowly add more and more and more and hope that you don't notice. But that's a broader point about the world and perhaps the capitalistic system we live in altogether. If you'd like to pull out money at the end of this video, consider going to IBX AutoCAD.store and making it future use problem as to how you're going to pay for this. More seriously though, if you have enjoyed this video, do consider subscribing to the channel. This is something that I do think is very important, and honestly, even though I wouldn't say add-ons are my wheelhouse right now, if you find one that's really cool, let me know. Maybe I'll have to give it a second chance. For now, it's a good thing for the players that it's a good thing for. If you were desperately looking for add-ons, I cannot deny that's a big plus, but yeah, my caution about the game is hopefully wrongly placed. I would love to be wrong, and that's how I end today's video. I hope that I'm wrong about you not being subscribed right now, like statistically 60% of people are, because I'll see you next time. Bye.